welcome to MCM.
Good morning, sir. Prem.
Fantastic. So that was a vibrant morning from 250 plus lovely future crorepati's. Future crorepati's. Okay. So if you remember, if you have forgotten, let me remind you, Morning Club Meet is open now for star 500 and above. So if you are very serious about being a crorepati in IndusViva, one very important step you need to take is pick up all the star 500s in your organization and check if they are connected to Morning Club Meet. This will ensure your team is injected with a positive, vital strength to take up this business in a big way, in a bigger scale. So that's one strategy, or I would say that's one of the very important things which you need to do. So since the company is allowed star 500s also to be a part of this, make sure all your star 500s are in. So if they know English, no problem. If they don't know English, still no problem. Let them be a part of this. So every day morning, we will have some positivity being pumped into their subconscious, and second one would be they will start transforming their inner belief system. The belief system is what determines your growth in your life. So make sure that all your star 500s are in. And now if you have still your team members not yet joining, take a screenshot of this or a video of this and put it in your WhatsApp group so that your team members get an alert that they are already, missing the morning club. Okay, so now that was the beginning. Let's start up. Okay, so today's very, very important topic we're going to talk about is, yes, called as Operation Trident. It's called as Trishula Vyuham. Okay, this was recently shared by our respected CEO, Advocate Abhilash Thomas. He addressed a group of people, and where I was really impressed with this strategy. And why is this strategy needed? So before I tell you what's the strategy, why the strategy is needed, how many of you would love to see? Because this is my 10th year in IndusViva. This is my 10th year, and I am super excited for the next 10 years. The last 10 years was lovely, and the next 10 years is going to be, a fantabulous. Fantabulous. So, how many of you would love to have a weekly income of 250,000 rupees? Okay, everybody, yeah, almost 300 people now, and everybody is saying yes, they want 2.5 lakhs. So my question is, why have you not made it yet? Why are you not yet earning 2.5 lakh? Or the next question would be, what is missing? So what is missing? I was in Gujarat about 3 days ago. I met a lovely set of people in Gujarat. Really, the energy was so high. I could feel the vibration. When I was there, the people were so excited. I just went to invite them to the Delhi Tal Katora program, which is happening on June 3rd. So the people were so excited, and I could actually see that they were so passionate about becoming successful, becoming diamonds, earning 2.5 lakh. So, and in that meeting, I was addressing a group of about 100 plus VBOs. And I was on stage and I mentioned this point. There is no secret to success. There is a strategy to success. There is no secret to success. There is a strategy to success. So what is the strategy for success? It's very simple. Decide from where you are today, where you want to reach. Let's say you are from, let's say Ahmedabad, and you want to reach Mumbai. Or let's talk about Talkotra Stadium, right? We have a stadium program which is coming up in North India. All the VBOs, those who are in North India and those who are not from North India but have a connection in North India, if you want to open the North Indian market, which is a huge market, this is an alarm for all of you. check your contacts of Delhi and surrounding to Delhi, all the North Indian states. And if you have your connections, because Delhi is the capital of the country, each one of us will have some or the other connection. If you're from Kerala, if you're from Andhra, if you're from Telangana, if you're from Tamil Nadu, if you're from, let's say, Maharashtra, or from Karnataka, anywhere, if you are from South India or some other part of India, you will have connections in North India. To open that, this is a very, very beautiful opportunity, a fantastic platform. We have a stadium program with about 3,000 to 5,000 people expected in that program. So it's going to be a very, very fantastic event, which our CEO and our respected CEO and our honorable chairman are going to be a part of, and along with all the VAC members of North Indian region. So make sure you're using this. So I was in Gujarat to invite our VBOs to come to Delhi. So it's about, this event, which I was talking to them, and I was talking to them about the strategy to success. There is no secret to success. There is a strategy to success. So decide from where you are today, where you want to reach. So you are, let's say from Gujarat, you want to reach Delhi. If you're from Punjab, you want to reach Delhi. If you're from Northeast India, Guwahati, you want to reach Delhi. So let's say Delhi is your destination. So what they say, experts, is from where to where you want to reach, that is your goal. You fix your goal and make sure that you decide and design a system and stay in course till you reach your goal. And the most important part of this journey is fall in love with the process. You must fall in love with the process. So today's topic is about Operation Trident, Trishula Vyuham, which means that by using this strategy, what I'm sharing today with you, you shall earn 2.5 lakh every week. 6 months from now, let's say December can be your target of achieving 2.5 lakh. And let me remind all of you, 2.5 lakh will never come to you. Please write it down. 2.5 lakh will never come to you. Rather, you should hunt your 2.5 lakh down. 2.5 lakh shall never come to you. You should hunt your 2.5 lakh down. So you must go in search of 2.5 lakh. You must go in search of people. You must go in search of customers. You must go in search of, the ways and means of achieving 2.5 lakh. And in that journey, you need a system which can elevate you and put you in a process, and the process will help you to reach there. It's very simple. You want to reach from Gujarat. Let's say you're from Surat. You want to move to Delhi. So how do we reach Delhi? So there are many ways. You can go by walk, you can go by cycle, you can go by bicycle, or you can motorbike, or you can go by a car or a bus or a train or a flight. What's your journey going to be? So you can take any option. The point is, once you decide how you're going to travel, that's called as the process. Love the process, stay in course, and make sure you are using that. For example, let's say you are choosing Rajdhani. If you're choosing Rajdhani train to reach Delhi for Talkatora program, all that you need to do is go to the train or go to the website. Instead of going to the train station, go to the website, IRCTC, take a ticket, book a ticket in Rajdhani. And once you get the ticket, board the train and stay in the train. The train will stop in different places. Do not get down. That's for somebody else to get in. So stay in the train, and the train will reach you to, what do you call, Delhi. Once you reach Delhi, get down and take a local rig or a taxi, you will reach Talkatora. So that's how in Viva also, in order to achieve, let's say 2.5 lakh from where you are and where you want to reach. So in order to achieve 2.5 lakh, you need a train kind of something called as a system. You need a system which can actually take you. See, if you are taking a bicycle or if you're taking a bike from your home to Delhi, Talkatora, you need to pedal it, you need to accelerate it, all that. But if you sit in a train or in a flight, that will take you faster and with lesser effort, and quickly you can make sure your journey is getting towards your destiny. So that is the power of the system. The process. So in this Operation Trident, there are three things which you need to actually stick on to. So what are the three things which you need to stick on to? The very first thing, are you and your team members, because whatever I say, it's not just applicable for you. You and your team members should follow this. The first one is, are you all doing GSM? GSM, that is nothing but goal setting meet. Many of our VBOs do not know what is a GSM. Let me elaborate it. GSM means goal setting meet. GSM means goal setting meet conducted by suggestively, preferably a star 1000. If you don't have a star 1000 in that area, if you are a Ruby, you can take over. If you don't have an upline star 1000 coming there in your area, if you are a star 500, you can take up the ownership. But there must be a GSM in your organization wherever you are building business. It's not important that how many people are coming in my organization. It is important how many people are plugging into the system. Because the number of people coming into the system is like a new cell which is born in your organization. And if the new cell is not nurtured to multiply and to grow, the new cell eventually shall die. So when a new person is getting enrolled in your organization, the beauty of direct selling is it provides an environment where the new entrant, the new enrollee becomes an entrepreneur in this journey. So make sure each and every person coming in your organization is connected to a GSM. GSM can happen in pockets in your organization. So how many GSMs are happening in your organization? Take a check, take a look, take an inventory and find out what's happening in your organization. So each and every VBO in your organization should be preferably connected to a GSM without fail. And you, as the CEO of your organization, you are the CEO of your organization, you should have the counts, the update in your fingertips. How many GSMs are happening in my organization? GSM stands for goal setting meet and conducted by a star 1000. So Saturday morning, the meeting should begin preferably. The suggested time is by about 6 to 7 in the morning. Because early morning, the mind is open, the energy is very high, and you are very fresh. Your thoughts are very, very powerful. So make sure the day begins with a GSM. Even a part-timer VBO can plug into a GSM. A full-timer must plug in. 7 o'clock in the morning, let's say you start at 7 o'clock and it should end with breakfast. And let me remind you, dear VBOs, dear leaders, GSM is not a training program. GSM is not a training program. It is not a motivational program. It is actually a kind of what we call a chai pe charcha. It is actually a discussion, or I would say rather than discussion also, it is basically a planning meet. goal setting meet where you're going to set the goal for the next 7 days, not for next 1 year. And you're not going to say you are going to be a diamond in the next 3 years. No, don't talk about all that. You just need to talk about the next milestone, next Friday cutoff. And by next Friday, what should be the income of each VBO in your organization? All those who are participating should talk to the star 1000 who is going to behave, or I would say act as a mentor or a guide in that particular meet. You just need to fix the goal for the next Friday. And what should be the goal? What should be the plan? You have next Friday cutoff, and by next Friday, what is the milestone you have to achieve? Means where you have to reach. And as my mentor always says, the best plan is income plan. The best planning is income planning. So the GSM is surrounded by the topic, what is my income expected by next Friday? How much income I must achieve in this particular week? Let's say week number 487, 488. What is my income for this particular week? So GSM is not a motivational program, not a training program. It is a planning meet. And what is the best plan? Don't plan anything else, just plan the income. So what are the two sources of income? Basically, a VBO can have. One can be a retail income, right? The retail based income. The second one can be the team bonus. Plan only these two types of income. One is retail earning. The second one, that is self-retail earning. The second one is team bonus. So in order to achieve retail income, how many customers am I going to meet in this particular week? Note it down. And in order to achieve this particular team bonus, how many enrollments I need to make, how many people I'm going to meet in order to show the plan. So that's the second type of, planning you can do. So basic planning of earning whatever income you want, and don't set unrealistic targets. Let's say the last week your income was 2,000 rupees. A VBO's income was 2,000 rupees. The next week can be 4,000 rupees or 6,000 rupees. Do not plan unrealistic incomes so you will not get disappointed. So in order to plan a proper practical, what I would suggest is please refer the last 3 weeks income or last 4 weeks income of each VBO in the GSM. When you refer to the last 4 weeks income, you shall understand the average income in the last 4 weeks, and it will help you to plan the next week in a meticulous way, in a proper way. So the GSM is not a training program. It is an income planning meet which happens on Saturday morning, preferably 6 to 7 in the morning you can start, and it should end with the breakfast. Remember this. The meeting should end with breakfast, and not more than 1 hour should be allocated for this. Just 1 hour, it's maximum. I think 1 hour is sufficient for a star 1000 to talk to the limited number of VBOs who are there in that meeting. Don't conduct a GSM of 25 people. My God, it's not practical. How can one person handle 25 people? Some people are doing GSM for 50 people. It's utter foolishness. It is not the right way of doing it. It can be called as a training program, but it is not a GSM. GSMs must happen in pockets. It should happen in somebody's residence. You can do it in somebody's residence, or you can do it in a restaurant or in a place where there is there is a comfort of discussion. So you shall have it in a size of, I think, 5 to 10 maximum. Do not exceed the numbers, because the more you exceed, the less time you will give for each VBOs. So GSM should happen on a Saturday morning. So that's the first thing in the Operation Trident, the first one is called as the GSM, because everything begins on Saturday morning. The week begins on Saturday morning. Your planning also should begin on Saturday morning. Okay. The second one is once in a week, you and your team members should meet in a physical meet along with your appliance and that program is going to be the battery recharge. The battery recharge, and that name is called as VRO, which means Viva Retailers Orientation. Viva Retailers Orientation, which is a physical event in a hall or in a conference room or in a any seminar hall where about 50 to 100 people can gather. And that is going to be your energy center from where your entire team gets recharged. If you're not doing this, my dear, you're missing something major in your journey. The one goes, that is the GSM, every Saturday morning, and once in a week, preferably Sunday, or it can even be a Saturday, the VRO should be set up. So if you're not doing the business, if you're not building the business based on a VRO, it is like you are selling cars in a city where there is no petrol pump. You're selling automobiles in a city where there are no petrol pumps. So what will happen eventually? Anybody in the chat box, you can type it and tell me what will happen if you sell automobiles, bikes, or cars. Let's say today is the zamana of electric vehicles. You are selling vehicles in a country or in a state or in a city where there is no electricity. In a city where there is no electricity, what will happen? You may give them one bike with a little bit of charge. After running 50 kilometers or 20 kilometers, that bike will become 1 kilona. That bike will become 1 kilona. You have to park it in the garage and say, once upon a time, I bought an electric bike. Why are you not using it? Sorry, I don't have a charge. So your organization will die if there is no charge. When I was in when I was in Vadodara last, Saturday, everybody was very much charged up. They messaged me, sir, we had a great time with you. We had a fantastic learning. Wow, kya ho gaya? What happened? All the electric bikes got charged. Now the bike is ready to go. All the vehicles, tank is full. Now the car is ready to go. If you don't do this every week, the vehicle cannot go far. That is the reason VRO is very, very critical. And I promised my people there, I told them, we will set up one petrol bunk for the Gujarat team, which will run. So everybody can come to petrol bunk, full battery, full charge, full tank, and they can go into the field. That's very important because, my dear friends, the mobile phone, what we have, see, this is my mobile phone. If I don't put it for charge, okay, if I don't charge it, this becomes a kilona. This becomes a kilona. I can't use it. Okay, so even though there are many good apps and many good things in this phone to communicate with my team, make calls, send money, Google Pay, WhatsApp, so many things, if I don't have the charge, then this becomes a kilona. It becomes a toy. Similarly, your videos shall become dead. Your videos shall be dead in business if they are not charged every week with a physical handshake. Listening to the achievers, sitting in a program, clapping, dancing, maybe with for some music, having a nice, energy in that aura, in that meeting. So your team members are missing something major. You are missing something major if your upline does not connect you to a VRO. So the company is very serious about setting up hundreds of VROs across India. So the question to be asked is, am I having a GSM for me and my team? Question number one. I'm talking about the Operation Trident, Trishula Vyuham. Am I having a GSM in my team for all the VBOs? Am I having the VRO to recharge my team? Am I planning the incoming GSM? Am I, recharging my team through the VRO, physical meeting? And the last one, the third one is called R3. R3. And R3 is going to be the, the main way of expanding your organization, which can deliver more volumes, more business. The expansion of your organization, the movement of you from an individual to an institution happens through R3. And in order to accelerate R3, you can write it as R3. In the bracket, you can write it as RTP, star RTP. So once in a month or 5 weeks, our company is coming out with RTP through VibrantViva across India. So wherever you are, you can find out the nearest RTP center and plug in your organization's stars. This is not for everybody. No need of everyone and going attending once in 5 weeks the RTP. The RTP shall happen once in 5 weeks. All the people who have completed the VBO ranks should go and participate. So the first month, let's say we are starting from May. In May, in your organization, there are 5 and 5 VBOs. All of them attending in May will be told to send 2 VBOs for the next RTP happening in June. So May, you shall have 5 people, example. June, that can become 10 people, which is a practical way and a scientific, let me use the word, organic way of multiplying the organization size, expanding your organization. So June, it can become 10. July can be about 18. September, 38. October, 50. November, 75. And December, it can be 100. This is a rough calculation. So starting from May, if you duplicate this properly with the support and supplement of an RTP, if you're connected to an RTP, VRO, and GSM, RTP, VRO, GSM, this is sufficient for you to move from where you are to where you want to reach. So the actual would be from your current income to a weekly income of 2.5 lakh is possible. When you have 100 VBOs, if they are producing 300 PV per week, so you shall have 30,000 GV left and 30,000 GV on your right, which is sufficient for your 2.5 lakh. It's a basic strategy. It's clearly thought through. You just need 25,000 GV, but this strategy is giving you a plan for achieving 30,000 GV on a weekly basis, which means that through the help of the 3 basic driving engines of your business. So the question to be asked yourself today is, am I heading towards 2.5 lakh? Let us have 3-point checker. The first point, Am I having a GSM for me and my team? The second point, am I connected to a VRO on a weekly basis? The third point, am I plugged into an RTP which expands my organization on a consistent basis? This is how you can achieve 2.5 lakh, and that's 30 minutes. And thank you so much for the lovely reply and response in the chat box. You people have been amazing. Hope this today's session has given you the clarity of achieving 2.5 lakh. Let 2.5 lakh not be a kind of a dream or a kind of a fantasy or some kind of a imaginary illusionary things. Like Bob Proctor says, thoughts become things. Let us start manifesting. Let us start attracting the things needed for that. Let us start, actualizing our dream, right? Crystallizing our dream. Get it very clear, because the more clearer you are, the faster you shall reach your success, right? Visualization, picturization, crystallization. Thoughts become things. Let 2.5 lakh not remain in your dream. Let it be in your bank account. Like it is coming into my bank account every week, 2.5 lakh, at least for the last, I would say 7-8 years or 7+ years. I have been enjoying a weekly income of 2.5 lakh. And if you want 2.5 lakh, let me finish with my mentor's quote. My mentor, Abhilashji, always used to say, a millionaire is not someone with $1 million in the bank account. Listen to this very closely. A millionaire is not someone with $1 million in the bank account. He says a millionaire is someone with $1 million attitude. So, wish you all a great day ahead. With this strategy, I'm damn sure with IndusViva platform, all of you can achieve 2.5 lakh rupees, and hope today's session helps you to get more clarity on that.